The following program is rated Podcast MALSV. It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, and nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Very nice, Lurch. Very nice.
All alone, God takes your soul.
Welcome to the Law Abiding Biker Podcast, and it's the best podcast because it's my daddy's podcast.
Welcome to all our fellow bikeaholics out there. Thank you for tuning back into another episode of the Law Abiding Biker Podcast. This is a special episode.
That's right.
What are we talking about today?
SOA.
Sons of Anarchy. It will be Season 6, and we'll be discussing Episodes 5 and 6 up in the house. I got Lurch.
What's up, everybody?
What up, what up? And also new to the studio, up in the house, is the one and only Chewy.
How you guys doing?
Give it to us. Oh boy.
That was like a baby Chewy.
Oh yeah, dude, that was nice. He'll get better. He'll get better when he gets going. All right. This is the official law-abiding biker podcast. If you are a true bikeaholic, then this is the only prescribed therapy that you need. This is the podcasting for the motorcycle majority. After all, that's right, the
99%.
So anyways, guys, let's get right into it. All right, super stoked. We are back, and we're going to record this episode. Again, Sons of Anarchy, Season 6, Episodes 5 and 6. And we're going to get pretty much right at it. One quick thing I want to talk about. By the way, this is Ryan Erlacher, your host of the Law Abiding Biker Podcast, and your...
A guy who has a fetish for flatulence.
And your...
High-tech redneck.
Thank you very much. All right.
That story was about you, wasn't it? Several episodes ago. The guy liked farts.
Well, we don't really know the guy's true name.
Oh, could be
so
you
So, I'm not going to use my real name. So,
then. All right.
we got Chewy up in the house. And he's going to get a little more powerful with that. First time in the studio. What do you think of it in here, bro?
That's great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad you could make it. Chewy is going to make it here time to time. We like to change it up here in the lab studio so you can hear different voices, different input, different opinions.
Keep it fresh.
We keep it fresh right here. So yeah, we got different guys in. We had, not too long ago, we had Popeye in here.
Yep.
So yeah, we're going to keep changing it up. And Chewy is from the Mother Chapter. He is a prospective member, winding down to becoming a full member.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. Depends how he does here today.
Yeah.
So he's a full-time LEO, and glad he could make it. Almost wasn't able to make it here, but he is here in the studio. So yeah, real quick, before we get into the Sons of Anarchy recap and discussion, I want to put out there about, because this is going to get, we're recording this, what the heck is it, Monday?
Today is Monday, yes.
Monday, 21st, right? Yeah. And we're going to pump this out Monday the 21st.
I didn't know there was going to be a quiz.
Well, dude, you never know what you're going to get when you come in here. So real quick, recall on the 2014 Harley-Davidson clutch. It's a clutch recall. Harley-Davidson did put out obviously a voluntary do not ride. I'm not going to talk a lot about it because I did a complete blog on it, and I also did a complete video on it.
Of course you did.
Of course. And it's been getting a ton of hits and a ton of feedback because, believe it or not, a lot of people did blogs about it. Nobody did a YouTube video of it. So you type in that, and I come up first, my video, because nobody else did a video of it. Yeah, I'm just like, I look on YouTube, I'm like, seriously, nobody did a video about this? It's like a 5-minute little video I did, to tell people about it. It is a safety issue. I do have a 2014 Harley-Davidson Street Glide Special. Because that's how we roll in this club. We put the miles on.
Heck yeah.
We put the miles on here. In fact, one guy commented, we'll read iTunes comments and some other time, but he's like, I can really tell these guys like to ride. Yes, we do. We don't just talk about it. We get out and we actually ride.
Had a fantastic ride up to the brick.
Just yesterday, absolutely.
Got to take advantage of a 70 degree day in October.
Yes, it was beautiful. So anyways, if you want to know about that recall, everything you'll need to know is lawabidingbiker.com/2014. So the number's 2014 Harley Davidson clutch recall /2014 Harley Davidson clutch recall.
Dude,
right
you
there.
You couldn't made it any longer.
Yeah, I know, dude. When you start having a lot of URL different stuff on your website, you got to start getting creative because you can't use the same ones.
Gotcha.
You got to have a new one all the time when you're doing your URLs. But I want to keep that one real specific. And or if you can't remember that, just go to the blog page and you'll find it. The video's on there too. Okay, enough about that. Let's get right on into what we're here for. The good old Sons of Anarchy.
Right into this world.
What do you think about all this craziness there, Chewy?
It's a great
We got
show.
clubhouses blowing up. We got frickin' the Kings, the Irish going all crazy on us.
You don't mess with the Irish.
Dude, I'm not going to lie to you. After seeing this, dude, I'm a little afraid of the Irish. A lot of stuff going on. Let's start. What do you think, Matt? What you got? Any just straight off the top of your head, dude? Any comments on this craziness, dude?
No.
Tara's pregnant. Something. Stuff blowing up.
Is she
DAs
pregnant?
with
Is
Sheriff
she not
Eli. Well, here we go, dude. This is what I'm talking about. That's what we're here for.
I don't. Yeah, just run us down, and I know you got notes over there, so run us on down. And I will comment.
I do. So, anyways,
keep us on track. 'Cause if you don't,
So Sam Crow is seeking. Obviously, Jax wants to get out of the gun trade.
Yeah.
With the Kings, with the Irish up in Belfast.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Do what?
You're gonna sell the guns? I don't care if you don't like the guns.
I don't think so.
You did your Irish accent last time. Dude.
Yeah, I know, but
It was good.
I slept on your couch last time, and I'm not planning on doing that again tonight. So I don't know if you'll get a bunch of Irish accent out of me that always turns Scottish, anyways.
Yeah, that's all right, dude. That's all right. You gave it a good shot. So Sam Crow on episode 5 is staking out that was it an Irish pub or a warehouse? I couldn't tell. They're staking it out. Remember that?
On episode 5?
Yeah.
I think it's a warehouse.
I thought it was a warehouse.
All right, might have been my bad because I thought it was a pub attached to because they have a buttload of beer in there. If you look at another scene when they crash in there, it's tons and tons of beer. But I don't know. I don't know.
It was a warehouse.
All right, we'll call it a warehouse because Chewy said so. Attaboy. Now he's coming right out, dude. I like it. Very nice.
That's his mating call.
That is, dude. So if you ladies hear that and it affects you in a profound way, just email me. No, he's happily married, and we're not going to do that.
Don't tell my wife that.
We're not going to do that. But throw him under the bus here. They're staking out that warehouse, and obviously the kids and family are held up.
Yep.
They got the lockdown.
Yep. Everybody's locked down at Teller Morrow at the repair shop there.
Yes. Did you see Clay got put in a cell with a black guy?
Yeah.
Was that Pope's? I couldn't figure that out.
I think we'll find out later.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay. It wasn't just me then. I was like, am I supposed to know who that is?
Well, there's no more Pope.
Well, I know what Pope's old guys. Now it would be August, March,
Same-
April,
those
May,
are-
June.
Is it Marks or March?
It's Marks. I did figure it out. I listened close. We were screwing it up. But still funny.
Are those part of the same guys that did in Opie too? Is that?
Oh, it could be.
See? We got old Chewy here in the studio.
He's got some good
He
takes
does.
on this.
We were sitting around a campfire at a Sworn Few MC barbecue. What night was that? Friday?
Friday night.
It was
Yeah,
last Friday.
Up with the Big River Perspective crew, and that's why we're like, dude, we got to get you on the podcast because he's got some profound insight. So it's good. So, anyways, we don't know who he is, but Clay does get put in a cell with him. Anyways, they break into that. Do you guys remember that scene? They break into the warehouse, we're going to call it, and that's what I'm saying. There was all that beer all over there, and Jax wants to know where Galen is. Is it Connor they caught in there?
Yeah.
It was Connor, right?
Connor, who was the son of one of the kings.
Right. Okay. He's the son of one of the kings.
Yeah.
See, I didn't even know that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's why I had, we'll talk about it later on, but that's why I had that big reaction when he found out Connor was still alive.
Okay. So, and of course, Connor is in with, he's Galen's second-hand man, so to speak, with this trade. And do you remember the scene? Jack stabs a guy in the hand with a knife and pins it to the table and twists the knife.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a little more severe than waterboarding.
Yeah.
I would have just waterboarded, dude.
Not the best interrogation technique.
I wonder if Obama would agree with that.
Oh, no.
Interrogation
No,
technique.
he probably would have gave him some free health insurance and a free iPhone.
And you can log in right now to the healthcare.gov, and I'm sure you'll get right in. Don't worry, Chewy. We get a little political on here too. We're not afraid.
That's all right.
We'll get a little political. All right. And the guy, apparently, the guy that he stabbed says that Galen is gone and that he left yesterday, which we know is true. He went back up to Belfast.
Yeah, we found out later that is true.
So, obviously, he stabs him in the hand, and he gets the address of Connor's location. So, what do you guys think about this whole DA meets with Sheriff Eli, and she wants basically to know, how the interview with Nero Padilla went. She's kind of getting real involved, said that alibi, and Sheriff said his alibi checked out, so he released him. She didn't seem too happy about that.
She was not happy about that. She said, the evidence indicates that he was guilty. I want him in jail.
Yes. What do you think about that, Chewy? Anything? You pass?
Yeah.
All right. Chewy's passing.
Do you guys know that actor, that woman? Did you ever watch The Shield? She was in The Shield.
She was on The Shield, wasn't she? Yeah.
She's a great actor, but
Who, the DA?
Yep.
Oh, really? No, I
Yeah,
never.
but I can't stand her as in her part she plays. But
Kind of
she
like
does
Lee
really
Torek.
good.
Yeah.
does really
She makes
good.
you hate her.
Yep.
Yeah. That's cool. That's good to know. No, I did not know because I never watched The Shield. But yeah, she does. She kind of pisses you off, especially when she was in with Lee Torek. Mm-hmm. Lee Torek. I hate Lee Torek.
Yeah, she wanted.
Lee Torek's dead.
Yeah, but he was a good tool for her because he was getting stuff done. She was not afraid, or she was afraid to do.
He was one dirty dude.
Oh yeah.
That DA is dirty a little bit to me. She gets down to business with Sheriff Eli and realizes and he realizes she's there to talk about Nero and Sam Crow.
I just think she's motivated, wants to take the case forward. I don't know. I wouldn't say dirty yet. We don't have that.
She was in with Lee Torek.
Yeah, he
made him a
he came
special agent
because he came to her and sold her this bill of goods about I can bring you the sons and all this and that, and she's willing to take him on.
But she says somebody needs to pay for that school shooting straight to Sheriff Eli.
Well, that's true.
And she doesn't care. She said Tara Knowles is back until she's basically going to keep on her until she does something good, or she's bad until she does something good, basically. So seems to me she's kind of willing to take anybody down to solve or to pin those guns on somebody.
All right.
I think she thinks she's going to get it.
Okay.
Come on. You got better than that.
No, I don't. She's still got a good pass with me so far.
All right. He's
if that makes sense.
Lurch is the forgiving one tonight. Yeah. And she wants anyway, she basically orders Sheriff Eli to dig into Nero Padilla and use him to find a way into Sam Crow. And he wants her to get to know Tara Knowles better. What do you think about that?
Well, I think she thinks Tara's the ticket in.
What do you think about Nero, though?
I think she sees Tara as weak.
Right.
No way to get in.
Yeah, Nero's not going to give her the way in. He's not going to rat. He's an OG.
No way.
But
you don't think he'll try to get
Tara, the doctor, who's got a lot to lose with this case going on, and her kids, and she sees her as a ticket in because she's got more to lose.
But I don't think Tara will spill. She won't.
I don't either.
She won't do it.
See, and I think she wants to, but I think when it comes down to it, I don't think she's going to do it.
She won't do it.
It's against the rules.
She loves her husband.
Matt's just looking at me, shaking his head, dude. All right.
You can open that as quietly and slowly as you
I know,
want.
it still
Everybody
comes
hears
over the
it.
mic, dude.
Might as well just crack it.
So yeah,
it's just Pepsi.
So Nero understands, obviously, and Jax and Nero talk after that. And Nero understands that it's all about Sam Crow trying to get out of guns.
Yeah.
They have kind of a heated conversation, not heated, but very serious conversation. And Jax absolutely promises Nero that his first priority is the escort business, which is what, Diosa?
Yeah, Diosa.
Diosa, yeah. And to just trust him, Jax says, plus, my favorite line of this episode.
Yeah.
My favorite line there in the card.
Classic.
Plus, I'm letting you tap my mom. That's got to be worth something.
Dude, that's gross, dude. Oh, man.
Yeah, well, Nero's trying to go legit as legit is when you're running an escort service, but the sons are bringing some heat on him. He's not really too happy with that, but he's banging Jackson's mom, so... Mm-hmm.
True dat. So, yeah, best line that will be in the show notes, of course.
Yeah, that made me laugh. That was a good one.
I think I tweeted that night. Yeah, that was good. Oh, yeah, Nero says, ouch. I'm going to pretend I did not hear that. Sheriff Eli is talking to Nero, and Jax is parked outside of Diosa house. That ex-dirty cop guy pulls up. You remember? I screw it up every time, but he's in charge of the guy we talk about, who's like in charge of the port.
Yeah, he was like on RoboCop, whoever he was.
Oh yeah,
that older actor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I have a note later. Oh, yeah. No, his name is Charlie Borowski, Stockton PD, because he introduces himself here. He goes, ex-dirty cop pulls up because Eli's staking out Diosa, right?
Yep.
He's staking out Diosa.
Pulls up on Eli.
Yep. Okay, you remember this scene?
Yep.
And basically, he says, "Hey, my name is Charlie Borowski, however you want to say it, Stockton PD, Detective First Class, retired." Retired. And Eli reminds him it was a mandatory, because he knows a little dirt on him, so Eli kind of throws it back in his face.
Right.
You remember what he said?
Yeah, and I'm not retired.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember exactly what he said, but go for it.
He basically said that, it was basically a forced mandatory retirement, or you would have been prosecuted. So I know you.
Is on him.
Yeah. But this Charlie, you better remember this name for the rest of the podcast. Charlie Borowski, who's the ex-dirty cop for you listeners out there. He threatens to tell others that Sheriff Eli is doing a stakeout in their jurisdiction.
Mm-hmm.
Eli decides what?
To boogie. Just forget it. I'm out of here.
Think he's really afraid of him, though?
Oh, no.
Why would he boogie, though?
Just doesn't want to ruffle the feathers yet at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that Charlie Borowski has a lot of pull.
Maybe.
That's my guess.
He must if he's running the port.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Scene?
Yeah, when he drove off, yeah. He was sitting there and they were talking.
Because he didn't take any time and took off. So I don't know. But Charlie Borowski goes into Diosa, the escort house, immediately and tells Jax, Nero and Jax about it. And basically they want to know what's going on. They tell Borowski that the girl that was recently killed was one of theirs, and that basically Eli's not a threat.
Right.
So Borowski was pretty hot and heavy about having police heat.
Yeah, he's been working pretty hard to keep his area, heat free. And now the sons are in his area, and then there's heat, so he's not happy about it. Yeah,
and basically Jax blows it off, and they try to blame it on that girl that got killed, and think that he's just there and he's not a threat. So, anyways, yeah,
there's just a big poop storm that follows the sons around.
Pretty
no matter
much
where they go.
Sam Crow's a poop storm.
They're just ruffling all kinds of feathers no matter where.
That's for sure.
So Sam Crow goes to the Irish warehouse, and they are spotted. You guys remember what happened? Anything?
No.
A large scale shootout erupts. Yeah, the shootout, and they try to shoot the guy basically and start chasing him and all that.
Yes.
Yeah, you do have your notes, that.
I do.
Oh, is that when they showed?
I pull them up, huh?
Are you talking about when they showed up at the house?
It's like a week ago, and I can't remember exactly.
It wasn't. This was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's why.
Because this one aired on 10/8. What's that? Sorry, Chewy.
Is that when they showed up at the house?
No, this is when they went to that. They're going to the warehouse, and then Connor and Galen spot him outside the gate, and they're in the van. They're in the cage. And all of a sudden, they start shooting at him.
I remember now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And they start chasing Connor through the whole thing. And Jax ends up coming through
right through the wall.
Right through the. Was it Jax driving it?
Yeah, door or wall, and hits the kegs of beer. And then pinches him up.
Yeah. That's the scene I'm talking about.
Pins him. That's the word I was looking for.
Yep, pins him in the beer. So that's how they captured Connor.
Yep.
Which they still have Connor, right?
Right.
Where are they keeping him?
At the warehouse where they keep their guns.
All right.
They
just keep going back there and checking on him?
Or
the
Sam Crow warehouse, the Tacoma chapter, I think it was, they said in there, Tacoma was sitting on him.
All right, so somebody's sitting on him.
Yeah.
I just worry about old Connor.
Yeah.
So yeah, that whole huge scene. So they basically, Sam Crow gets Connor at that point. They take his cell phone out of his pocket, and Jax asks him how to get a hold of the Kings. Dude, every time anybody says the Kings, I get scared. But yeah, the Kings, and he basically, Jax calls to talk with the Kings, says he wants peace, and tells them that they want out of guns. And Jax tells the Kings that Galen and Clay have done deals off the books for years.
Yep.
Because if I remember right, I don't have it, but if I remember right, Galen was sitting in the room with the Kings because he's already in Belfast when he called.
Yes, he was.
Yes,
Okay.
he was. They didn't show it until the very end.
That's
they
right.
Panned around and he was sitting there in the corner.
Yeah, you're
At
right.
the end of the table.
Yep, that's true. Yeah, we didn't know, and then we're like, oh yeah, so he heard all that. That Clay and them have been doing deals off the books for years, and I think that's why Jack said. That's my personal opinion, is that's why Jack said it over the phone, because he had a feeling that he was in there listening and wanted to let the Kings know. So, pretty interesting conversation, but I think Galen basically told him that Galen hates that Jax is president now.
Yep.
And Jack says that Clay is an unreliable source and that his days in Stockton are numbered. So basically Galen, he tells the Kings Galen hates him because he doesn't like him as president, blah, blah, blah. And so his days in Stockton are numbered, but as we find out later, that's not true. So, all right, Jax tells the Kings that August Marks, which we know it's not March now, wants to move guns. This is the same, and so the King, so he tells him right there on the phone that the August Marks wants to move the guns. What do you guys think about that?
Well, I think he's telling him because he knows that Galen probably hasn't.
Right. What do the Irish think of
Well, they're
August?
Well, because he's of a different
I can't
nationality.
even think of the guy you guys are talking about.
He's a different nationality than they are, and they don't get along.
August Marks is Pope's next guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
he's the black guy.
No, they do not like that.
Yeah,
Not at all.
That's what I'm getting at. They don't like the blacks at all,
Right,
and they freely say that on the show. Yeah. And I think that's why. Who is it? Jibs.
He freaks out.
He gets pissed.
Yeah, and he's
he
like,
does
you
too.
should have known
'Cause he
better
knows,
than to.
He knows.
Yeah. He freaked out on him a little bit later in the episode because he can't believe he actually told him to hook up with Marks. And I didn't realize, they kind of came out this season that they absolutely are against doing that, doing business that way. So, but he tells them, and the Kings, of course, say they will call Jax back on the phone after they have made a decision. And obviously, like we said, they clearly talk about it and don't want to work with anybody that's black. Galen says that Clay won't be in jail for long, and Galen tells the Kings that they're splitting ties with Sam Crow for good. So obviously, we knew what the phone call was going to be later, but they wanted to play around a little bit. So Clay gets a book delivered to him in prison with a note in it. Who was that from? I can't figure it out.
It's got to be from the Irish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, yeah. All right. I think it was from the Irish because I think later in the episode, I think that's how Clay found out that they wanted him to.
Yeah, it has to be because that all makes sense now because he later tells Gemma about what went down, what they're asking him to do, and so that only makes sense that it came in that note because they didn't show any other way it would have been delivered to him. Roger
that. It's coming together now. Okay. So so that's how he got the message. So Gemma does get with Wendy, who is supposed to be the new mother if Tara goes to jail.
What do you guys think of her,
dude?
Straight
up, dude. Did you ever see? I'm getting off subject here.
Sopranos.
Dude,
I was gonna say
she is so freaking smoking hot.
Yeah. Her name is Drea De Matteo.
What's her name?
Drea, D-R-E-A.
Sorry.
De Matteo.
Yeah,
but they make her.
M-A-T-E-O.
Yeah, she was smoking hot in The Sopranos.
Yeah.
Oh, they dolled
She's
her
still
up.
doing pretty good now.
Well, she is, but they make her look a little bit trashy on purpose because she's Yeah.
Heroin
But-
addict or whatever.
Right.
It is, yeah.
When she gets dolled up, oh my God. So if you have not seen her in The Sopranos, I highly suggest you go there. and
Google.
See that. Maybe I'll put a picture of her on the show notes
Why not?
just to go look. But a picture from The Sopranos. So anyways, back on track. All right. Getting a little excited there. Chewy's over there. He's about ready to do a Chewy call. If he sees that picture, dude,
Yeah.
he's going to do the Chewy call. So, all right, let's get back. Where were we, dude? Oh, yeah. So Gemma gets with Wendy anyways. Gemma wants Wendy to bring her a copy of the will and show Jax a copy. What do you think? Going to do it?
No.
No, she's not going to do it. No.
All right. I
No,
like
she's in with Tara, so she's not going to.
Right.
She's
I
not going to
agree.
do that.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. Juice got off the phone with Clay's lawyer and set up and he tells Jax that they set up a conjugal with Clay, another conjugal, and Gemma can't wire a that's why they set up a conjugal, because they can't wire a conjugal, and Clay needs to tell them something,
Right.
And so that's why she's wondering, because obviously last time she got raped
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
You can't rape the willing.
Right. Yeah.
No, it was kind of creepy. The guard was there
Yeah,
making him do it,
that's-
so
yeah,
I don't know.
that's-
Yeah, he was
That's TV for you.
punching the clown over there in the corner.
Ugh.
Dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very sensationalized and not true, but
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, it makes for good TV, I guess. So yeah. So she goes and a little bit later and does that conjugal, and that's when she finds out the whole spiel that Clay tells her, right?
right.
If I remember right,
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
I'm not looking on my notes.
Yeah, he tells her.
Okay, that tells her that he
What
wants
the Irish want him to.
right, and to take it back to Jax, right?
Yep.
Okay, right on. So
And he says, he just asks Jax what he needs me to do.
Yep.
He's trying to get back in the good graces.
yep, Gemma shows up. For the conjugal, and $500. What was that about?
Pay off the guards.
Oh, that's right. Okay, pay off
But
the guard.
you know what? With that, you can't trust Clay.
I don't
Is he
trust.
playing both sides? Is
Oh,
he
for
playing-
sure he is.
Yeah, you can't trust
He's
that
between
guy.
a rock and another rock.
Yeah, you can't trust him.
He's in trouble.
Yeah, I agree. I never know what to think of that guy. He's always out for himself.
Hey, he took down his pee, man. He messed with his bike and took down his pee.
Yep.
So
yep.
he could take over the club. You can't trust him ever again.
Dirty.
Are you trying to do that to me,
No.
Lurch?
No.
Why is he smiling?
Chewy, what do you know?
Nothing. Not a thing.
I've not had the opportunity to work on your bike yet.
Because it is 100% vote, so he's not going to tell me
well,
because he's afraid
actually-
you're not going to vote for him.
We did your pipes, but anyways.
So yeah, they pay the $500, and basically guard gives her 2 minutes. So yeah, that's what we just basically talked about, that they're trying to broker a peace deal. Gemma tells Clay that they're trying to broker what Jack's doing, brokering the peace deal, and Clay tells Gemma that Jax is trying to back the MC, out of guns.
Mm-hmm.
And see, and why is Clay telling Gemma all this stuff?
I know, but
Gemma is just,
I know
she's dirty.
you can't trust her either.
No.
Those two were made for each other.
He's in love.
Exactly.
He still loves
Exactly.
her old worn out, you know what.
Ugh.
Yeah. So yeah, Clay tells Gemma that Jack's trying to basically get him out of the. So she doesn't even know that. And basically, there's plans to break Clay out of jail in 2 weeks. Galen, right?
Yep, that's good.
And he's supposed to go up to Belfast, right?
Yep. And work for them.
and be a huge supplier,
Right.
If he chose to, and
Yeah.
would be broke out of jail. So, and he would go to underground basically and put together a crew in Northern Ireland and run the whole thing from Belfast. And Clay says that this means the Kings don't like the offer on the
Right.
table.
Yeah, because they came to him, too.
Exactly. Basically, hey, tell Jax they don't like whatever offers on the table, and that they're going to shut Sam Crow out. And basically, Clay wants to know what Jax wants him to do.
Right.
So that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there's something more to that.
there is. They're not showing us everything. So, and so corrections officer come in and want to see the conjugal. And Gemma says that is not going to happen. Oh, this is the episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
It is the episode where he's in the
Yeah.
corner punching the clown. Okay.
Two of them. There's two of
Yeah.
them in there.
So it was a
Cracking the carrot.
okay. Yeah. Cracking.
You know what's bad? Some people watch that and they actually believe that
That it goes on.
garbage happens.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Has it ever happened?
I'm sure it has.
Maybe
but
once
it's not,
in the history of but
it's not something that is. Yeah, that's
Hey,
just,
yeah.
there's
Hey,
cameras everywhere in
Hey,
prisons.
where did
There's-
Fred and Steve go? I don't know. I haven't seen them for a while. They must,
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I don't know why
You're just
isn't
gonna disappear and go into.
why is there
conjugal?
black tape over that camera all of a sudden?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
It's
Well, why isn't
ridiculous.
that camera working?
it just
Dude.
doesn't make sense. But
Hey, it
it's
would
sensationalized for TV. And
people,
whatever.
regular people, we would still watch it because it's still entertaining. But regular people,
Yeah, but the sad thing is, some people that watch that show actually probably believe.
Oh, a high
man, that
majority of-
happens all the time.
Some people with a low IQ.
Yeah,
and-
exactly.
I bet there's a
Criminal
lot of
background.
people that believe that. Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, so the correction officers come
Well,
in.
I'm just saying, if you watch a fictional TV show and you think it's fact, then you're not the brightest person in the world.
Right.
Yeah. But a lot of people like that do watch these shows. So
They get infatuated with
they
it.
just need to listen to our podcast to get the facts. So yeah, they did that whole thing, and they watch and all that, and yeah, we'll just pass over that scene. Know enough about it. Clay tells Gemma he is going to kill both of those guards, and Gemma says not to, and that Jack needs him.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically, because if he killed him, he'd probably get killed.
So
and he is
now-
no good in the hole if they take him to the hole.
And now he's covered on both ends, isn't he?
Yeah. And what's the hole for our listening audience that doesn't know what the hole is? No, not that. Jeez Louise, dude.
Solitary confinement.
Yes, thank you. We're not going there. All right, yeah, solitary confinement, basically. Because a lot of the listening audience doesn't know that we've done some terminology. All right, we're about ready to wrap this one up. And they show Gemma and Chib show up at the Diosa house. And that's when Chib goes off on Jax about making, telling the Kings that August Marks and the whole, they don't deal with black people.
He basically tells him how stupid he is.
Yeah, because he's pissed he's acting without him again.
Yep.
If you
Keeping
would've-
secrets.
Yeah, if you would have talked to me, I would have told you that. So he's pretty upset that his president's acting alone again.
Yep,
There-
rightfully
there you go.
so. Rightfully so.
Needs to smack him around a little bit. That VP needs to straighten that guy out.
Chibs threw it straight through Jax up against the wall.
He did.
Yeah.
Chewy, do not do that to me. You'll hurt me. I am no young man.
No, I would. I'm a lover. I would never do that.
But yeah, so Chibs tells Jax that Clay said that the Kings reached out, and that they want him to run point on distribution. Which, Chibs tells Jax that he can't run the club on his own, and they have a little makeup. Basically, he's got his back still,
Right.
but that he was pissed, and I think Jax clearly knows that. So here's where Jax calls the Kings on the cell phone. They have a table. Never mind. He calls on the cell phone, and Chibs tells him, basically, don't give up Clay.
Right.
Don't give up Clay to the Irish. Keep him in your pocket, basically. And then he might be the only way into the Kings. So they're playing Clay.
Right.
Chibs wants to play Clay.
And Clay's playing everybody.
Right, exactly.
Yep.
He's just trying to keep himself alive and not raped.
And it goes
Amen to
round.
that.
Yeah, and round. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't want to end up like Otto.
Oh, poor bastard.
That was horrible.
Chib stays for the phone call, and the Kings lie, of course, on the phone call and say that they still need to discuss it with a few people and will call at 8 p.m. And so they're waiting for that phone call at 8 p.m. And last, Eli gets the lab results from Nero's truck, which we know are going to come out because they were planted by Lee Torek.
Right.
The dead girl's prostitute's hair, or escort, as Matt likes to put it.
She was an escort.
Chewy? Escort or
Whatever
prostitute?
happens,
I'm
whatever happens between two consenting adults.
pretty sure she was a prostitute.
Thank
but
you.
anyway.
At least Chewy's got my back, dude. All right. And then last, we'll wrap up episode 5 here. Closing scene with the music. Gemma tells... before we do that, Eli does get the lab results and says to his deputy that's working with him, the deputy sheriff, find him and I'll meet you outside. And so the whole ending scene is going to the clubhouse. That was the big scene. Gemma tells Nero she doesn't want to keep anything from him, whatever it is, and not to tell Jax. Of course, the ending music is going. Sheriff Eli shows up at the clubhouse, probably for Nero. Jax, and here's the old explosion.
Yep.
What's the guy's name without the fingers? Nubs.
Nubs.
I just want to call him Nubs.
Nubby.
And Nubby is doing his regular serving beer at the clubhouse. They're all in lockdown there.
Dude, we need a Nubs in our club.
We do need a Nubs, but he couldn't ride. You can't.
Oh, that's right. That's okay. That guy doesn't ride either.
Yeah, he could serve us beer.
That's right.
He's like their accountant and their waiter, bartender.
That shamrock pin dude sitting up there.
Yeah.
Jack sees that, doesn't feel it's right. And, ask Chucky, that's his name. Chucky and Nubs, where it came from. And Chucky, of course, says it came from the keg delivery that Gemma ordered.
Gemma says, I didn't order no keg.
Yeah, and then 8 p.m. the call was supposed to happen, and Jax realizes it is likely a bomb, and it's almost 8 p.m. Rushes everybody out of the clubhouse. And
kaboom.
Kabooey.
Kaboom. Yep, clubhouse goes
The
up.
IRA know how to blow stuff up.
That's why
They've been doing it for years, centuries.
I'm having nightmares about the IRA after the clubhouse. I cannot sleep at night.
You're red-haired. You'll be all right.
Yeah, you're right. They'll probably take me in. You guys are screwed.
Freckles and red hair.
Yeah, they'll take me in, dude. We do have some listeners from that part of the world, and we've had a donation, too, from that part of the world. So it's kind of out to our Irish brothers out there.
Hey.
I want to say something cool in Irish.
Because that's my heritage. I'm Irish.
Yeah, there you go.
Proud to say that.
Well, can you do an Irish accent?
No. He does a good one.
Here's to our brothers. Here's to our Irish brothers. Don't sell guns.
I'm only Irish.
Get you in trouble
when I drink Irish whiskey.
I don't even know if that's not even. Yeah, dude. All right, I can't even do it. But
you're supposed to like push your tongue against your mouth or something.
Who's to our? Yeah, I don't know, dude. All right. Chewy, you better come up with a freaking Irish accent.
Develop one now, would you?
Develop one, okay.
Yeah, develop one. I want you
to get rid of my Chewy yell.
Start taking acting lessons and get a speech coach. All right, guys, let's move on. So we are moving on to episode 6 of season 6, aired October 15th, 2013. The guys, of course, are at the blown up clubhouse walking through.
Oh, and JT's bike's laying there all toasted.
Ugh. Yep.
Whose bike?
JT. John Teller.
Oh, was that his?
Jack's dad.
Yep.
Oh, see, I didn't know that bike the whole time in the clubhouse. That's why I'm saying
that
expand
bike,
on that. I honestly don't know.
That bike sitting there in the clubhouse with the lights shining on it, that was JT's bike. He was the founding president.
Gotcha. All this time, see, I learned something new every day. I knew that bike was in there, but I did not know that was his. I thought it was just for decoration. It is for decoration, but it was his bike. Okay, awesome. So Chibs hands him the gavel that did not get burned or damaged. Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Why don't I have a gavel?
Because you'd be walking around banging it on crap all the
Actually,
time.
you need one. That'd be cool.
No, you guys need to get me a gavel.
He'd walk up and give you a nut check with it. He'd smack you.
Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Dude, it would just be cool, dude, to have it.
You'd
gavel.
be smacking everybody with a dumb gavel.
I just have to use my fist right now on the table. That's ridiculous. Oh, yeah, and Chips tells him, we're going to fix this, brother. We're going to fix this, brother. You hear me? No, do it.
We're going to fix this, brother.
You hear me? Yeah.
You hear me?
There you go.
That's good.
See, I told you, Matt does a good
That's
one.
really not that good.
Yep.
It's Scottish again.
We're going to fix it, brother. You hear me?
Yeah, it's a mix.
I sound like Mike Myers in Austin Powers or something.
Yeah.
His fat bastard.
Yeah.
Get in my belly.
Get inside my belly.
You can have your mojo. I want your baby.
Jax and Sheriff Eli talk, and Eli says that the town of Charming is basically losing respect for the club.
Yeah.
Because they used to keep everything in check.
They did.
Right?
Oh,
Any stuff going on, they kept it
Yep.
in check. The people may not have liked the club there, but they didn't mind the club.
They didn't necessarily like the way things got done, but things got done. And you could go to the club and say, hey, this guy's doing this. They go have a little word with that guy, and all of a sudden that guy's not doing that anymore. So those days have kind of gone by. Those were the days of clay. Now Jackson's in such a hurry to get the club out of everything, he's kind of forgotten some of what was keeping him in the good graces of the town. Not to mention, people are dying every day and stuff's getting blown up.
Yeah, that's after the clubhouse thing. I think that put the straw that broke the camel's back. I think that's why Eli told him that.
Boom.
Boom. Things are going bad.
Yeah. Big explosions tend to scare people just a little bit.
And Jax sincerely tells him that they're trying to take care of it and that it will not happen again.
Yeah, right.
But
Did you believe that for 1 second?
What do you think about that there, Chewy? Yeah, straight
Yeah,
up.
no, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
No, those guys are trouble.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think Eli really believed that. But anyways, of course, Gemma causes the big scene at the police station because she wants to go see Nero. Pushes down a cop, and then doesn't get arrested.
And then goes into the room with...
You got to love that, dude.
It's good TV.
Small town.
It's good TV.
Let me tell you, if you go in there and you push a cop down, you will go to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's trouble.
Just going to happen. But on TV, apparently you don't.
Apparently they just forgive you and let you talk to your boyfriend.
They put you in handcuffs, let you talk to your boyfriend, and then let you go.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's a great deal, dude. So I would not suggest doing that. That is for TV purposes only. So she does talk to Nero, and she knows how the MC wants to, get away. Gemma says, if I remember right, that she knows Nero wants to get away from the club.
Right.
Right, because Nero...
He's trying to go legit.
He's troubled about this.
He's still pimping hoes, but he's trying to be legit.
He is. He said hose this time, not escorts. He said pimp and hose.
Well, that's ultimately what he's doing. But on the books, they're escorts.
About time you came aboard. They're not escorts.
on paper.
Yeah, on paper and for tax purposes. But yeah, she does tells him, basically I know, but that she needs to be with her family right now. Don't do it now, Nero.
Well, I think
don't do it now, Jimmy Smits.
I think he likes Jax, but he doesn't like all the drama and everything that's coming with that.
I agree. He's an OG. Mm-hmm. He's had his
been
day.
there, done that.
Yep.
And this was supposed to be a nice
retirement.
Yeah, basically a nice Diosa house, and no drama. Basically, guns and shootings and bombing. So, anyways, Gemma is aware of that, but wants him to stick it out for now. So Sam Crow's seated around. Great scene. Sam Crow's seated around the table.
Charred and black.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it was. That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah. That's a solid wood table right there, though.
Oh, yeah. It's probably about 6 inches thick because it's all carved up.
Chewy, you're a woodworker. Can you make a table like that for us? Sworn few table?
Well, I could try, but
you just need a router?
You wouldn't like it.
You just need 2 sawhorses, a big thick piece of wood, and a router.
It looks like they did with a chainsaw.
I don't know, dude. That thing is probably weighs like 1,000 pounds.
We need the chainsaw guy from the fair to do it.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes all the little bears and crap.
Yeah, dude. We need a table. I don't know where we'd put it, but we need a table like that. That would be awesome. Along with my gavel, thank you.
We'll give you a velvet hammer.
I got no clout.
Velvet hammer. I don't want to hear a thing.
Yep.
I don't
The
wanna hear the
velvet.
thing knocking.
So yeah, awesome scene, dude. They are sitting around the table, and Galen on speakerphone from Belfast because Jax wants them all in on the phone call. The council is prepared to offer you terms for your betrayal.
That's not too bad.
Was that okay?
That's actually
You're getting
pretty
better.
good.
All
You're
right,
getting better.
dude. I pulled that one
sounded
out.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Just flatten your tongue out a little bit when you don't pronunciate as well.
The council is prepared to offer you terms for your betrayal.
Oh, no.
No,
you lost it.
I lost it. Yeah. See, because you made me put my tongue. The council is no. Now I can't get it back, dude. The council is
Moving
prepared to offer you terms for your betrayal.
Oh, my God. It's getting worse and worse.
All right,
Just
yeah,
stop.
A peaceful transition, and that's when Jax gets pissed and's like, our betrayal. You blew up our clubhouse. But the Kings are sticking to their guns. No pun intended, since they're in guns. But a peaceful transition, or they will blow up all the clubhouses.
And here's the thing.
Yes.
Does Jax really want to go to war with the IRA?
No. He just wants out of
That's
the guns.
ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure they're winning.
Yeah.
At this point,
Yeah.
for sure.
So, Jax and them I don't think they were all that happy with the phone call. But anyways, nonetheless, they know that they don't want to go to war and accepted that phone call as it was. Terms. What are the terms? You remember the terms, guys?
If I can refer to my notes.
You can if you'd like. That's why I sent them to you. You jackwagon.
Jackwagon? I mean, why are we going to go like that?
The terms.
Why are we gonna
There
be
were
like
some
that?
very specific terms.
So mean, man. I don't even know I'm your friend no more.
Yeah. I appreciate you coming here. And we're going to eat dinner after this.
Yeah.
And then right after this, we're going to pump out another regular episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the terms. Clay's going to handle distribution of guns in Northern California. They're going to help facilitate and transition and make sure all the buyers are on board and won't be paid.
Yeah, so basically...
They're going to not make any money on it. You're going to go make sure everything's lined up and you want it out of guns, you're out. We're not going to pay you.
Yep.
But you're going to make sure that everybody's still on board and buying.
And you're going to facilitate it. You're going to
Yep.
get us the buyers. You're going to do everything.
And
then
not
we're
gonna
going
pay
to slap you in the ass, basically.
Yeah. and your reward is we won't blow up all your houses and all your clubhouses and
your
everything else.
families.
Yes.
And
your
yes.
cars and your motorcycles.
Yes. So, yeah. So those are the terms. And from what the way it looked to me is they're willing to accept those terms. I don't think
That's what it seemed like to me.
Yep.
it is what it is. They're willing
Yep.
to do what they have to do.
Yep.
To get out of guns. So,
And not die.
and not die.
In a
exactly.
fiery explosion.
Boom. Jax tells them he will cut Connor and his brother, the other guy, loose. I don't even know who the other guy is, but anyways, Connor's still tied up, and apparently there's another guy tied up
Irish
too.
guy number 4.
Irish guy number 4. Yeah. So we're gonna fix this, brother. You hear me? No, I see. I still don't got it. So they're gonna cut him loose, and the guys want to keep Connor. And after the phone call, Jax wants to keep Connor a few more days because I don't think he quite trusts the Irish, which he
Right.
shouldn't.
Pretty smart.
Basically, yeah. Basically saying that, let's just hold him for a few more days. Everybody, Jibs and everybody agrees to that. So, so Jax tells Gemma to tell Clay to take the deal from the Irish. So she's got to go back and contact Clay basically and let him know. DA checks in with Sheriff Eli, our wonderful DA, who, what show'd she come from?
The Shield.
The
The Shield.
Yeah.
And tells her that
She was a detective on The Shield.
Was she?
Yes,
Well,
she
see,
was.
Makes it good.
She's a great actor, really.
She's an investigator. She has prior experience from the Shield. Sorry, dude.
She was more straight-laced, right? Whereas
On The Shield? Oh, yes.
Yeah, whereas Chickless was not so straight-laced, obviously.
No.
Wrong show. Anyways.
No, that's fine. DA. So this is where really cool to me. DA checks in with Sheriff Eli, and this is where he tells her that he believes Nero was set up. The crime was too neat.
Yep, he's pretty
He's an
smart.
OG. He ain't gonna
pretty,
do. Yeah.
He's pretty smart, dude.
He
Guy's
is.
been a cop long enough.
Yeah, he's pretty smart.
Yep.
This is just way too easy.
Exactly. I don't think she liked hearing that very much, but she's kind of the way I understand the way she reacted is he's probably right, but
Yeah.
she's not going to accept it yet.
Yeah, she kind of gave it all crap kind of
Right.
response.
She
knows-
wants
she
this
knows
case. She wants someone to go
Right.
down for it.
Oh, yeah.
regardless.
Yeah. She's got a
Yeah.
lot of heat on her, a lot of pressure on her.
Basically, I think she, if I remember, I don't even have my notes, but I think she told him that, all we have right now, go with what you have
Yeah,
right now.
that's
and
what we got right now. Hold
Yeah.
them
hold him,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Go with it. So, yeah. All right.
till we find otherwise.
So Tara, finally, because Unser had offered her a couple episodes ago if she needed help, and
The father of Tara's
Uncle
unborn child.
So,
Unser.
do you want to hear my theory?
Yes,
on Tara?
you stop right here and
No,
give
that's
your
Unser's child.
theory.
I believe that it's Otto's child. If
Which
you
blew
remember,
my mind when he
if-
first said that.
but
I was
listen,
like, I
if you
never
were-
thought about
if
it.
you remember last season when she was going in and making those visits with him, he handed her some perfume that he said was his wife's. Remember that?
Yeah, he
Yes.
asked her to wear some
And then she goes home and is in the bedroom
and puts a little on her wrist
and then
and then plays herself.
plays.
Oh.
Plays. So that something's there.
Played what?
You're
the piano?
right.
Played the piano?
She,
I forgot about that.
She, yeah.
She double clicked.
Well, she
the mouse.
played-
She's good with her fingers.
She was double clicking. She was double clicking the mouse.
She was, dude.
She
I
certainly
forgot
was.
that scene,
and
dude.
that was kind of weird when that happened. It's
You
like,
need to get
whoa.
that scene. I'll put it on the show notes.
She was talking to the little man in the boat.
Yeah.
Dude, just put on the shows. You know how many hits the website would get? Just
Flicking the bean.
Flicking the bean.
Okay. Moving on. That's a very.
But true.
What else? Yeah, you're right.
You gotta wonder.
Either that or she's not.
Because he
pregnant
was
at
all
and
horned
she's-
out and wanted to sniff her and stuff, right? Do I remember right?
Yeah.
And
And I don't recall, but they made some type of.
she was holding his
agreement.
hand.
Yeah, she was touching him, holding on to him while he was rubbing one out.
Yeah, there was some weird stuff going
Yeah.
on. Yeah. Not weird, but I mean,
I bet.
you know what I mean.
I bet she knew he was going to die.
Not weird.
Well, yeah, I guess.
True.
It wasn't that weird.
It's not uncommon.
It is in my house.
Oh, I hope Ann hears that, dude. I hope she hears that.
Put on that Chanel number 5, baby. I'm coming home.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I don't even know where we are, dude. But very interesting. And maybe she just felt sorry for him. Knew he was going to die.
But why did she go home and
Why is she going to go home and
have a little
masturbate like that?
Yeah.
That's
It turned her on some level. She was digging
Right.
it. Some
But-
reason.
and
Maybe she went back and did it then.
and the director, the way he's crazy like that.
Yeah.
And now
Kurt
that
Sutter.
that he's gone, she'd be the only one that would know.
True. I like it. I like it a lot. I think my prediction is, because we're all going to be back in the studio, obviously, as we go through this season and hopefully another season. But I don't think she's pregnant. That's my prediction.
Yeah,
I think she's playing everybody.
Yeah.
That's just
that could be the other thing.
What's your prediction, Matt? On Tara, is she pregnant? Who's you sticking to Unser's kid?
It's Unser's
Uncle
child.
Unser,
Oh,
Uncle Wayne
goodness.
Unser.
He's awfully involved. Why is he?
Wasn't
why
it?
does he care so
Wasn't
much?
it you that said he's like a child molester?
Yeah,
or
dude.
something like-
That's my other prediction is that
Oh.
that Wayne Unser, Uncle Wayne Unser, he spends way too much time with the kids. I think he's going to get caught for fondling them or something, dude.
I think
Wayne's a little weird.
I don't know if we talked about it on a podcast, but I talked to you in private about it, or like, private.
In
Sounds
private.
kind of weird.
Uh-oh.
Sounds a little weird. Off podcast.
Off the record.
But he was in love with Gemma. Wayne was in love
He
with
is.
Gemma. Couldn't get Gemma. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
What's her butt's Tara is second best.
Could be.
He's a little fascinated.
Dude, I can't wait to find out. And yeah, we'll have to have a little celebration on whoever's right. So I say she's not pregnant. You say Chewy says it's Otto's
Otto's.
kid.
Yeah.
And
And
good old Lurch says it's molester Wayne Unser's kid.
And losing the bet is me.
We're gonna start a whole new rumor, dude. People will be posting that that Wayne Unser is a child molester or something, dude. It'll be all over Facebook.
Oh, dude.
It'll be awesome, dude. Started it right here on the Law Abiding Biker podcast, but of course that is not true. So anyways, at this point Tara does let Unser in, says she's filing for divorce. So she's starting to open up to old Wayne, and the boys are not staying in Charming no matter what. Wendy's taking the boys. So Unser is a little bit on board now with what's going on.
And reasonably so.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to keep my kids around that kind of garbage.
No.
And he spends the most time around them. I mean,
He does.
in the recent episodes. That's why I'm
He's
a little
been-
worried about the dirty uncle thing, dude.
No, he's in love.
Wow.
The ship has sailed with Gemma. Now he's moving on to Tara.
Yes, sir.
Fascinations are on Tara.
So, all right, we're doing good. Doing good. Sam Crow is headed north on their motorcycles, of course, with the crash van, and those crazy motors officers stop him, dude. Now,
And see, I was.
go ahead.
I'm going to jump ahead.
You- no,
but,
do, please jump
I'm
ahead.
glad that
That's what we do
at
here.
at the very end of the show, they kind of
Showed the truth.
Showed the truth because
Because every cop's dirty in this show.
yeah.
You like don't see a normal, which is like 1% of police officers in the United States.
Not even 1%.
Not even
Less.
1%.
Not
yeah.
even.
Yeah, less than 1%.
But of course, that's all you hear about it. So these dirty motorcycle cops, who I think they were cops, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because at the end,
Yeah.
they did. Okay, I just was like, are they cops or they're not? Are they just on motorcycles? But yeah, so they get stopped, obviously for no reason, and that whole scene goes down.
That's
you guys
actually
remember the
kind
scene?
of. I mean, it's actually for entertainment. That's a cool scene.
It
Yeah,
was.
that was.
Absolutely.
For me, that was,
Juice freaks out,
that was the scene of the whole episode.
and the sergeant of arms, who I can't remember that guy's name. He grabs the one cop.
Happy?
Yeah, got
Happy,
the gun.
yeah.
And he's like, "What are we
Good
gonna
call.
do? What are we gonna do?" And Jax is like, "No."
Yep.
As he's holding the gun to that cop's head, put that cop on his knees, and
Luckily, Rat, the prospect, had all the guns in the crash van.
Right.
And he stopped up ahead. We say luckily because it's a show. We wouldn't really say luckily normally in our jobs. We would want to find those illegal guns.
Oh, yeah,
but for
for
the
sure,
show, I was
for
glad
sure.
Rat. I'm not going to lie to you. I was kind of glad Rat had the guns.
yeah,
Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah. This is all for entertainment purposes, people. This is just not a reality show here. So, so the cop tells him that wearing colors in Eden is illegal. Yeah. Juice gets mouthy and calls the cop a coward. What do you say? I know a coward when I smell one,
Yeah,
or something. The cop
something like
says,
that.
Something like
"Oh, you,
that.
yeah, you think you're a tough, he gets off. You think you're a tough motorcycle guy, or something." He gets off and says, "Yeah, but I know a coward when I smell one," or something like that. But Juicy got a little juicy. Yeah,
Got a little mouthy.
he almost got the smack down. They shoot his tires out, right? And they
Yep,
shoot his motor.
yep,
They shoot
cop
Juicy's tire. Yeah, the cop
cuff
did.
him to the
bike.
because they got to go,
And right, because they say they're gonna.
and they're gonna have him towed. All the bikes are gonna be towed.
They're going to tow all the bikes. Yep. Because they had some recent stolen Harleys, which is bull crap.
They found out later, yeah.
Yeah,
they were saying you wouldn't leave a brother behind. That's why they cuffed with the bike and
that's
pumped
right.
his tires.
That's right. And obviously that would never happen in the real world. Cops don't tow your bikes because there's been some recent stolen bikes.
No, we're just
going to tow them and check VINs.
No, you'd run the VINs and run the
we like those bikes.
rates.
We're going to tow those
Yeah,
and check them out.
It's awesome, dude. I was laughing in that scene. But you're right. For entertainment purposes, it was very great. Best line of the show is when they take those motorcycle cops over and Jax says, "We know a scam when we see one." Do you guys remember what Tiggy replies?
That's right, we do. I've seen Smokey and the Bandit 1,000 times.
Love that movie. Dude, I'm sorry, dude. I had to write that down. That was the best line of the movie. Old Tiggy. That's right, we do. Yeah. So anyways, that scene ends. They take off. High speed pursuit, right? Am I right on that, guys?
Yes.
Ensues. They hear
Juice
siren.
on
That's
one of
right.
the cop bikes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Juicy had to take a cop bike because his was disabled. So yeah, Juicy's doing some crazy stuff. What was that? Honda VTX? Isn't that a Honda VTX? That was that police bike that we had.
It is
before
a
they went back to
ST.
Harleys.
Probably an ST.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Honda.
It was a Honda
ST. It was just like the ones our organization had before they went back to Harleys.
Yeah, the Honda ST was a very popular police bike.
So yeah, he's on the Honda ST and does the whole crazy. What do you do from there? I'm trying to remember. The chase. He jumps on the.
Well, the prospect comes up from behind
right.
in the van, opens the door, and says, "Jump in."
Yeah,
he jumps in,
and he jumps, and
his bike goes back, and as the cops are chasing him in the SUV, the bike rolls into the SUV, and the cops wreck. And
like every
Chewie don't even need notes. Look at this guy on fire.
Like every police car crash, it rolls and flips 1,000 times.
Of course.
And of course, they didn't die yet.
And everybody's
nobody
okay.
hurt. And everybody's fine.
Yeah, and it erupts in flames, and everybody's fine.
They were wearing their seatbelts and a helmet. Make sure you wear your helmet when you're on the freeway. That's for you, Popeye. Actually, that was for that's for you and for Popeye. I'll appreciate that, but that's for you and LD. Yeah, make sure you wear your helmets on the freeway. All right, let's cruise along. We're almost done, and that was a huge old scene. And they take off, and they make it to location, which I don't even know where that location is. Somewhere in the Northwest is where it's supposed to be because they meet up with a bunch of chapters. Juice, of course, is their high-tech redneck. Like me, and he says he checked.
I think they were in Oregon, weren't they?
I think so.
Somewhere in Oregon.
Yeah, they just said Northwest, and I wasn't sure.
Because they got their pretend chapters are anywhere from Tacoma down to
Tacoma, Washington, down to the Bay Area. Yeah, exactly. So Juice checked with his high tech redneck abilities, and there was no APB out for them, and I think that's when they realized
something's up.
That those cops were dirty.
Yeah.
So they wanted to make sure there was no APB. That means the cops were dirty for sure at that point. So Gemma meets with Clay and tells him to move forward with the offer that Jax needs him inside that circle. So Clay seemed like it was a well-received message. Seems like he's going to act on it.
He wants out of jail.
He wants to stay alive, and he wants his rear end to stay a virgin.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. I'm not sure that's going to happen, but he can try for a while. Sam Crow meets with the different chapters, of course, of this place in the Northwest.
Brought all the presidents together.
Yep, brought all the presidents together. Jax gives quite a speech. It was quite the speech.
It was.
Motivational.
Yes.
I felt motivated afterwards. In fact, I almost grouped you guys, to schedule an emergency meeting.
I was slamming my hand on the coffee table.
Dude. Yeah, nice, dude. Wondered if you're going to remember that. Yeah, dude. That's
Apparently,
how
that's how they
get
show
done.
their solidarity.
Yeah, it's not all in favor. You slam your table. Yeah, you slam your fist or your hand on the table. But he gives his big old speech, and Jack says he's strong and wants the club out of guns. Wants him out of RICO, the long arm of the RICO statute, which we've talked about before, and moving Redwood into more legitimate business. DOSA, i.e. DOSA and Cara. And that's when everybody bangs on the table. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That must be the I vote. Aye. So,
aye.
Yeah. Seems like the club's on board. And didn't he tell him you can make your money?
That sounds Spanish.
It's horrible.
What'd you say? Aye. Yeah. So yeah, it sounds like everybody agrees. And he basically said you can make your money however you want, but not guns.
That's right.
So each charter, they call them, or each chapter has their ability to make money how they want.
And they see Bobby again there. Meet up with Bobby again.
Talk about that. Talk about that.
I was mostly right. We thought he was going
You
nomad.
did.
And he'd come back to save the day, but he did come back to save the day, or he will come back to save the day because he's rejoining or coming back to the mother chapter, and he's bringing 4 guys with him.
Well, see, I didn't know that until that scene when they showed up and they meet, hug, and he goes, "Hey, if you got a few minutes after this, I want to talk to you."
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, something's up. Something.
I thought he was going to talk to him about, going nomad, and then he says, nope.
He handed him a piece of paper, right?
It was all, he handed him 4 pieces of papers. Everybody transfers
right.
to, the other 4 guys transfers from their chapters to.
He says, I've been recruiting.
Mm-hmm. And that one big guy that we talked about before with the beanie cap, they need him.
Pretty sure he's
that's Opie's replacement right there. Well, you can't replace Opie really, but that guy's huge.
Massive. He looks like he must be a big time like WWF wrestler or something. The guy's massive.
Yeah, they need him right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was awesome. Bobby, who was going to go nomad, is not now, and so that they needed some more numbers because they're pretty slim on numbers. Old Sam Crow.
It was like 4 of them, right?
Yeah, pretty slim pickings.
Yeah.
Gemma rushes in to talk with Sheriff Eli and meets the DA for the first time. Didn't know she was in there, and Gemma, basically tells the DA that Nero was set up, that Torque was having Otto raped every day, and that's why he was killed. And the DA tells Sheriff to check Torque's hotel room. She must have got something out of that. Well, from Gemma, she must believed her somewhat. Which is weird.
The ending of that, when she asked Gemma, I can't remember what she asked her. Do you guys remember? And then she turns around and walks out, doesn't answer.
Oh, she asked her. She said, "Oh yeah, and who might that be?" Or she asked her basically for further information. You're right, and I can't remember.
But it was, well, then who would have killed her? They're asking, okay, well then who would have killed her?
But
good call.
What she said was that she saw him at Diosa, right?
Right.
Yeah. Or Nero. Didn't she say something about seeing him him coming to Diosa?
No, not that scene. Not that I remember.
I'm mixing up my episodes. I can't remember.
But no notes Chewy over here.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good.
He called the ball right there.
My phone died, so I don't have any notes.
I know, no notes Chewy over there, but that was good because you're right. She did say then who did do it.
Yeah,
and that's when she just clammed
turns
up,
around,
walks out. Yep, absolutely good call. But she obviously DA sends them. Sheriffs go there, right? Sheriff Eli and his boys.
Yep.
You guys remember what all they found?
Him and his deputy.
They found. Well, they were, as soon as they walked in, they're like, "Man, it smells like bleach in here."
Yep.
True. Good detective work.
And then he finds a
Chewy would have smelled that from a mile away.
Fishy around here.
Sees a throw rug, pulls the throw rug back, sees the holes in the carpet, pulls the carpet back, and sees some blood.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like a bullet hole. I think
guns with
silencer
with cans
with a can on it.
Yeah, and some syringes.
Yep.
And that was in Lee Torque stuff.
They found some pills in the drawer too, didn't they?
I believe so.
And they were talking about, "Ooh, this
man, you're good."
They found all kinds of stuff.
He did find pills. Yeah. So obviously they know something up, and they know Lee Torque was a junkie because it was in his stuff.
Right.
So, Nomad. Yeah, we already went over that. DA meets Tara and her attorney, and offers Tara full immunity.
Yeah, because now she's grasping at straws.
Now
nothing.
Now she knows Lee Torque can't be use him for anything or anything he found.
Nope.
I hope that pushes her though. Real quick on a side note, I hope that pushes the DA to realize that Sheriff Eli's right about Lee Torque and that Nero was set up. I'm thinking that's going to twist her, put her over the line. Just my take.
Well, I think so.
That her knowing Lee Torque,
so hard.
right?
Yeah, that's why she's going after Tara so hard, because now she knows. She knows.
Okay, I get what you're coming at. I get what you guys are. So she knows she's probably going to have to release Nero, is what you guys are saying.
Yeah, because once that DNA comes back, she knows that's the dead escort's blood.
Gotcha.
And she was in
hotel
to the motel.
Can we all raise our hands in the air and say ho?
That lovely young lady expired, and
I just want to go eat dinner with her. I just want to take her out to a nice dinner.
No, I don't want to go that far.
I don't want anything for return. I just want to take
far.
the nice escort out to dinner.
Just Want to talk? Some guys just want to talk.
I just need a massage. That's all.
The
just
clap.
a massage.
The clap.
And maybe herpetogonosyphilides.
Oh my God. What you said. So yeah, we're almost done here. And and I couldn't tell. I played it like 4 times on DVR. Gemma, but Tara said something to her attorney. She either said I can't accept that deal, or I need to think about it. And I swear to you,
I thought she said she wasn't taking it.
If you heard that clearly,
What do you think?
Yeah, I thought she said she wasn't taking
okay.
it. But
Well, we've got 2 there. I honestly could not tell whether she said I need to think about that deal or I need to take it. But I played it like 4 times. Maybe it's my old ears, dude. Maybe I clean the wax out of my ears.
Because she went in to say how much she loves Jax and whatever else. But
okay, well that's what we're going with
For now. She ain't taking the deal.
Till we find out otherwise. She said she's not taking the deal. I'll believe you guys. You probably got better hearing than me. So, Gemma goes to Diosa and finds, the transvestite in Nero's room, dude. And
dude,
I'll admit.
Do you guys know who that is?
Yes.
This is what Chewie did.
I do. He's also
He was Chewie.
also from the Shield.
Yes, more like.
Who was also from the Shield, which is an FX
And his name
show.
was Shane.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's also on...
He's not a transvestite on the Shield.
Absolutely not.
He's
And
on-
he plays on
what is that?
Justified.
Justified, yeah.
He's a
with
good
Tiffany Oliphant.
dude. He's a good actor.
He is.
In Justified, he plays a great character.
That's a
on
great
that
show
one,
too. I do like Justified.
Do you remember the transvestite? I forget the name of the transvestite from prior seasons.
That's him.
It is
Yeah.
because
when I first saw it,
Tiggy's got a BJ
Yes,
from him,
yes.
right?
Yes.
Tiggy's girlfriend.
Oh, dude.
well, because
Tiggy.
I watched The Shield all the time, and I like Justified, and he's a good character, and I saw when he came on as that woman, I was like, holy smokes, which is totally off from what he's ever played.
Yeah,
And he pulls it off good too.
but Tiggy did get a BJ in past seasons from, and Tiggy doesn't know he's back in town. Tiggy's gonna get some
Ruh-roh.
Well, wasn't Tig was kind of in love, wasn't he?
I think
what
he
I mean.
was.
And that's gonna be awesome.
What in that guy's weird too. I
He
like
is a
him, but he's a
freak.
freak.
He plays a good character.
He likes Gemma too.
He's
Yes, he
really
does.
Yeah, he does. He's awesome.
Tig's a freak on a leash.
He is
He
a
is.
freak on a leash. Great guy. Very interactive with his fans. Very down to earth guy.
As a person.
As a person, not a
Okay,
no,
gotcha.
not.
All right.
no.
Okay.
Tig,
Sounds good.
I don't know what his real name
Now,
is.
what else is he? He's acted in something in like movies.
Oh yeah, he's been around all kinds.
Yeah, I
of
just
stuff.
can't remember. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, as
like
a
Waterworld.
Oh, was he in Waterworld?
Yeah,
I
think
can't
so.
remember
I
what
think so.
he's been in, but I recognize him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably one of the most down to earth fans on that show. Really interacts with his fans.
Cool.
Cool actor. Anyways, all right, let's wrap this up. Gemma goes to Dios. Yes, finds a transvestite, and she apparently needs Nero's help. We don't know why.
Did you guys think
And Gemma
that-
consoles her, gives her the old hug. And
But did you think
transvestite starts crying?
Gemma's
and stuff,
like,
dude.
Did you think old Jimmy Smith was hitting that though at first? The way they set it up, you're like, what?
I
the
know.
Hell? Yeah. No. I had a second where I thought, no, to say it ain't so.
Nero might have a little freak in him. I don't know.
That's what I thought in the beginning.
Yeah. So Sam Crow, last scene, and we're going to wrap this up, goes to the tow yard to retrieve Juice's bike, which is all chopped up.
Oh, it's in pieces.
They weren't happy about that.
No.
It was
It was a frame, and that was about it, and a bunch of parts laying around.
Yep.
and they find the brand new stolen Harleys that those dirty motors cops earlier were talking about. They go into the place, basically take the tow guys and basically detain them. Find the dirty Harleys. Best part, dude, is after he gets to pick any motors. What did Juicy take? I didn't make it in my notes. Juicy took a brand new
He
Harley.
took up like the painted, real painted up one.
Yeah.
That had like speckles in the paint.
Okay.
One of the new candy colored,
flashy
candy colored
looking
ones.
kind, Yeah.
So Juicy gets a new bike, and then the best part was they made those guys walk around and say what?
I'm sorry for my actions today.
And
No, I'm
Juice,
sorry for my behavior
but Juice
tonight.
also gets to punch
Sorry
on
for
that
my
guy
actions.
again,
That's
right?
right, dude.
Juice got to punch on that guy again.
Yeah. He makes him apologize. Sorry for my behavior today. That's what they had to say to you. And they're all cracking up.
Tiggy,
dude.
go, what?
Tiggy he was holding his hand out on his ear. Yeah. And saying, what? Say it again. So yeah, dude, that was freaking funny way to end the show. So anyways, that is the update on season 6, episode 5 and 6. We're right at the right time.
Yeah, because it's
Doing
coming out
Yep,
We're only
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
So look forward. We'll run episode 7 and 8.
Yep, shortly after 8.
Yep, shortly after 8, we will pump out another one to get you guys. We appreciate the feedback.
We got a little delayed with this one because of schedules. We weren't able to pump it out right away after the second episode.
Dude, I'm all screwed up. Look at that. But yeah.
You know how to rap.
Dude, yeah, straight up. So, yeah, thanks, guys, for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And we got a lot of good feedback. Again, these are not our regular episodes. Make sure you check out all the Law Abiding Biker podcast episodes. These are just in between,
and
a little
farts and giggles.
Just a little golden egg that fell on your lap. Consider it a little golden egg that fell on your lap. People are liking them though, because I am getting a lot of comments, a lot of emails. Man, we have so much content, so many episodes coming up. We can't push them out fast enough to you guys. We apologize for that. We're doing the best we can. Make sure you rate us on iTunes. Thank you so much. Keep the rubber side down
and the shiny side up.
We're out
like a trout.
Thank you for listening to the Law Abiding Biker podcast. Please listen to our next episode.